summertime, and for me, that means one thing. It's grilling season. My absolute favorite thing to grill in the summer has got to be a nice, juicy strip. And today, we're here at Jimmy G's to learn the secrets behind grilling the perfect steak. I've heard from numerous food critics and out-of-towners alike that Chef Jimmy Gibson grills the best strip steak they have ever seen. I can't wait to learn what his secrets are. Let's go find out. We're back in the kitchen, and this is Chef Jimmy Gibson. He's about to tell us all the secrets behind the famous strip steak I just talked to you guys about. Now, Jimmy, you were explaining to me the difference between the meats, and you use dry aged, right?
We dry age our meat here in the restaurant.
Okay.
And this is an example of how the meat comes into us. All basically fresh, wet, nice and light. And this is what it looks like when it's time to cut the meat.
Okay.
You see the darkness, the color of age. It's dehydrating it.
Beautiful.
And it turns into a mahogany color. It almost looks like you wouldn't want to eat it, but this is what it looks like after we're done dry aging it.
Now, people can buy dry aged steaks. So what, I guess, is the benefit to dry aging your steaks before grilling them? That makes it perfect.
Well, dry aging removes water, so it makes the meat more flavorful. You're taking water out and you're keeping the meat flavor. It's like cooking down a can of soup. Overcooking it and reducing it, you're compressing and condensing all the flavors.
So all that flavor
it's richer.
Absolutely.
The color's deeper. Enzymes work in the meat that makes it a bit more tender. Okay, and the steak, the strip loin has to have the bone on to be able to do this. Otherwise you'd be cutting away a lot of good meat.
So show us how you cut all those juicy flavors.
Okay.
These are bone in, and you're going to show us how to cut them.
This one's bone in, this one's boneless, okay? About the same size. And you want to leave some fat on it, okay? Fat is flavor. So you want to make this one look like this, and it's going to be easy. Go ahead.
Okay, so we got to use my knife skills here.
Yeah.
Right about here?
Yep.
Okay.
And use the knife. It's long for a reason.
Do you have
Use the whole length, okay? So instead of doing little short strokes
so
like that.
He's correcting me.
Okay,
I've done it wrong already.
Start there, use the full length. It's long for a reason, okay?
Okay,
and just pressure down as you're sliding it up. Yeah.
Like
all
this?
the way up, all the way up. Now bring it back towards you and push down a little bit.
There we go.
No more little short choppy strokes, okay?
I've learned my lesson.
There.
I will never
and
cut
that's
a
plenty
steak
of fat. Plenty of fat.
Or a piece of meat with short strokes
short strokes on short strokes don't work on good meat. Okay?
And we're quoting him.
And meat shouldn't be fat. It should be lean and firm.
Cut quote now.
Anyway, okay. So then seasoning. Okay?
And what is your magical seasoning that makes everyone say this is the best strip steak they've ever had? Can you share a little bit with us?
It is
salt.
Yep.
Pepper.
Pepper.
I didn't know I was going on a guessing game show today.
And the rest is a secret.
Is a secret.
There's garlic powder in there, onion powder. There's a little paprika, a certain kind of paprika in there, and then the rest of it is nobody's business. Okay, now that's about right. Nice, and then and the meat should be room temperature. Okay, so there's one. We'll cook that one like that.
Why room temperature?
Because if it's cold, the heat is not going to disperse evenly throughout the meat.
Okay.
It'll take longer to cook. Let's say if you want it medium, you put cold steak on hot fire. The outside's going to cook, and it's going to get
So allow it
burnt.
to rise to room temperature.
Room
first.
temperature.
And then you said onion powder, paprika, some sort of chili powder or paprika powder,
salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder,
Okay.
actually granulated onion, granulated garlic.
Are you thinking
And then
about
whatever else you like in it.
selling your spice?
Maybe
buy
in little
your
packets.
spice from you?
Maybe in little packets, yeah.
Because I know that everyone at home is going to want to know how to make this strip steak, so you might have to sell us some.
Well, salt's the most important ingredient in a kitchen.
Okay.
All right, now for our dust, okay, our magic dust.
Your magic dust.
It's about, because there's other things in here, and there's very little salt in here because we finish the meat with salt.
Got it.
Okay, with pink Murray River pink salt.
Looks like it's time for us to get this meat on the grill. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. You ready?
Well, teach me your tricks.
Okay, first thing, okay? Warm meat.
Okay.
Room temperature meat. Seasoned properly, okay?
We got that.
Quality meat.
We got that.
Second thing, hot grill. Hot grill. Third
And trust me, that is one hot grill.
Third thing, hot woman if you're a guy cooking, okay?
So meat,
woman.
hot grill.
Hot woman.
We're ready to go.
And a clean grill, okay? Wire brush, hot, make sure it's clean.
Okay.
All right, and then you're gonna take the meat, and I'll let you put a piece of meat on, and just lay it like right on that angle, okay?
On an angle?
Yep, just drop it.
So we get the grill marks on the
Well,
bottom?
yeah, it's not gonna, this fire won't probably leave great grill marks.
Okay.
But, and then.
That is so hot. I don't know if you can see it, but he's not kidding when he says hot grill.
Yeah, that's a hot grill. These, or hands, and not this.
Okay.
Do not puncture your meat.
Okay. And why is that?
Because it hurts.
It hurts the meat?
It hurts the meat. It lets juices come out of the meat before you cut the meat, okay?
Don't puncture your meat.
Don't puncture your meat, okay? So no forks, tongs only, all right?
The tongs are my hands.
And you want to get a nice little start of a crust, okay?
Ooh.
And you have to be careful about flare-ups, all right? You can move the meat around on the grill so you don't have too much flame, all right?
Okay.
We're gonna get a little crust on both sides there.
So the flame isn't bad, you just don't want to leave it in there for too long.
No, right, otherwise you're burning, okay? Sometimes you could have a squirt bottle with water, okay? Or, we'll go back here.
So the squirt bottle, just put the flame out a little bit?
Yeah, spray the coal a wee little bit, okay? Or something that'll help. Now you can soak herb bunches.
Okay,
just
and what
tie
do you
your favorite
soak
herbs.
here?
That's just sage and rosemary on the branch, okay? Herb bunches in water or olive oil. And I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on here. You soak it in water first so they don't just all burn up, okay? And then just olive oil to help lubricate the steak. And you can go back and do this a little bit.
Look at this flame.
Okay.
I would get my hands in there, but I'm a little bit
here,
scared.
you can do it. Grab that and just quickly go over it and brush it. Go back to the water.
What about this one?
Quick. There you go. See, what's burning is the fat starting to render.
I didn't get burned.
Okay, and then we'll move it away from the hot part of the grill. We want to get...
So we did how much on one side? How many minutes?
Well,
again?
right now it's probably been about 2 minutes on each, maybe less than 2 minutes, but you want to get a good char at first, okay? So I'm going back to the hot spot.
Okay.
And then you're going to move it off. The more you have to cook the piece of meat, the gentler heat has to be. You can't go high heat all the time or it just burns.
So go from the high heat to sear out and all those juices.
Sear, and then you can move it away to medium or lower meat, depending on how long you want it. This will also give you some flavor. Okay, you could actually just throw that, if you're done, throw that on the grill or in the coals.
Well, that's a great idea.
And perfume, let the herbs perfume.
What other herbs might you use to brush it?
Whatever you like.
Whatever you like?
Yeah, there's got to be a fairly sturdy herb that has a sturdy branch, so you can make a little brush like that. So sage is good, rosemary's good, oregano's good. Something like parsley or cilantro is too soft; it'll just disappear in the water. Okay.
So your traditional herbs, if you will.
Heavy herbs that are good with meat. Yeah. Nothing. No sissy herbs for a good steak. Okay. We got nice
could you
color.
run us through what the times would be on rare and well done?
Depends on the thickness of the meat.
Well, how about for 1.5 inch?
1.5 inch rare, probably about 4 minutes on each side.
Okay.
Okay. Medium rare, 7 minutes on each side. Medium, longer, but then you have to move over to the gentle part of the grill. Okay. Don't ever cook anything more than medium, so I don't know anything about medium well and well done. It's not in my vocabulary.
I don't think our steak lovers do either.
It's not in my vocabulary. So, you know, and look at all that. See the smoke that's putting off? And
oh yeah, fire again. Oh my goodness.
don't inhale. Don't inhale. Bill Clinton didn't, right?
This man,
Anyway.
I swear.
Okay. And you just want to, you have to coddle your meat. You have to tend to it. You can't just throw it on there and let it go. All right, you got to pay attention to it.
So we're about 2 minutes on the other side.
Yeah.
How do you finish off your steak?
Well, what we're going to do is, after it's cooked, we're going to, when you think you're about a half a temperature away from the way you want to eat it, you're going to get it off the heat and let it rest.
And by half a temperature, what exactly
Like
do you
if
mean?
you're one at medium rare, it's going to be a half a temperature under medium rare.
So
and you're
just
gonna set it
before you think
aside.
it's ready.
Set it aside, yeah, right before you think it's ready. Set it aside, close to the heat, but not directly.
Okay.
And let it rest.
Okay.
Because when you apply heat to this piece of meat, all the juices move towards the heat.
Okay.
The heat's like a vacuum. It pulls all the juices in the meat to the surface.
So you want to make sure you take it off before you
Take
lose
it off
all the juice.
so that the juices, yeah, because if you cut into it, then all the juices are gone.
And
they
then we
run out
talked
on your
about
plate.
resting
That's
steak.
resting.
And how long do you leave your steak?
4 to 5 minutes.
4 to 5 minutes?
4 to 5 minutes, and then to make sure it's hot for service, okay, you're just going to go back to a good hot spot on the grill.
And keep it warm?
And for like 30 seconds each side. Hot spot, 30 seconds each side, just to reheat the surfaces
So
of
it
the meat.
is okay to rewarm your steaks, just
Well,
30
not,
seconds on
it's
each side, as long as
re-thermalize them slightly, but not
Re-thermalize,
leave
my
them
bad.
the surface. Because the inside, you don't want to change the temperature. The inside, you
Right.
just want, people want to be able to touch your steak and say,
feel like
it's
it's
hot.
hot.
It's hot. Even if it's rare, they want it to be hot.
So just 30 seconds.
Okay? 30 seconds each side. And then we finish the steak here with certain stuff.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I want to finish this steak.
What we do here-
So how about you show us how to make those steaks special Jimmy G style?
Okay, it's really simple. It's and you should keep it simple, okay? The
Simple's good with me.
The meat has rested, okay? We're gonna pop it back on the grill, let's say
the
for
30
seconds, okay? Which we did, and then you're gonna pick it up, okay? Bring
Here
it
we
over
go,
to,
guys. Moment of truth.
remember,
So we
There
put
you
it
go.
with the bone
away from the guest.
From the guest.
Okay? Grab that one,
Oh, that's one big
and you're gonna
steak.
turn just right. There you go.
I got it, I
squeeze
got
hard.
it.
That's a big piece of meat. It's heavy. There you go. Okay?
Oh, those look beautiful, Jimmy.
What we're going to use to finish it with is a mixture of clarified butter and duck fat.
Clarified
Okay.
butter and duck fat.
Yes.
So, can you do substitute for duck fat at all?
Nope.
It's got to be duck fat.
Got to be duck fat.
So if someone wanted to make duck fat, you gotta. It's
You got to
running down.
you got to buy the duck fat or the ducks and render them down.
You can buy duck
We can
fat.
buy duck fat wholesale.
Okay.
Okay. But I don't think you can buy duck fat in any grocery
We'll look
store.
into that for you guys.
So, go to Weight Watchers and buy a fat duck and cook it then. I don't know. But anyway, start at the back. Yep, and just go the full length of the meat and
Okay.
top to bottom.
Okay, so
Top
we're
to
gonna start
bottom.
back here, and we're just gonna go down.
Don't be shy.
Oh man, look at that richness.
Okay, beautiful. All right, now
I'm
go
gonna
to
need
the
a
next
treadmill
one.
after this meal.
Go to the next one. End to end.
Here we go.
There you go.
Oh, that
okay.
looks delicious.
Now, once the duck fat is on, you're going to sprinkle it with some pink Murray River sea salt.
Okay, so this
Murray
is
River salt, actually.
and Murray River is in the Australia
or
area.
New Zealand, somewhere down there. Beautiful, nice texture. Doesn't melt right away. You can feel the crunch
And just
as you're
how
eating
much
it.
salt
and
about?
it's not really very saline. Pardon?
Sorry, how much salt about?
About that much. Perfect.
So a little bit less than when we.
Oh,
were-
yeah, much less.
Much less, just a
Much
sprinkle.
less. Yep, sprinkle.
Kind of for aesthetic and taste.
Yep, and then we're going to take some watercress, which you should it's a bitter herb, okay, leafy herb, and tuck it away from the guest, under the bone,
Okay.
okay, and you should eat that with the steak. We forgot the dog bone. Do the dog bone.
Oh, explain to us what dog bone is.
It's a face towel
Okay.
with rubber bands rolled up to
You
wipe
just use it
fingerprints and stuff off of plates in the
Clean your
kitchen.
plates. Make your plating
See,
restaurant perfect.
if you hold it this way, you're controlling the width of what you're going to wipe, okay? So you don't get into the sauce.
Up and down, guys.
Yeah,
up and down. Okay. Those look beautiful.
Yeah, perfect. And
I think our job's done here, Jimmy.
I think yours is. I still have to work all night, but it's good.
You ready to go see if our guests are here?
Absolutely.
Because I'm ready to try one of these steaks.
Okay.